Beware of for sale by owner. Most of these people are very glossy-eyed, rose-colored glasses. They're in love with their property. They're going to represent it, of course, as beautiful as they can, but they may not always get their facts right or tell you all the details that they really should be disclosing, that their realtor would make sure that they're doing. I just did a for sale by owner showing, and when we got there, we were like looking out at the whole house and the property, and I was just asking him about the size, and he told me, well, it's 5 acres. And I said, well, the tax card says 4 acres. Oh, okay. Well, whatever the tax card says. And then we're walking around, and fortunately my client's dad was along, who's in construction. He's like, oh, was that? And it was just tell you, it's kind of an odd house. It had a center part and then an addition on each end. And it was just sort of a weird hodgepodge. And my buyer's dad said, oh, was that originally like a modular home? And this, I was like, oh yeah, that was a modular. It came in on the truck and we put in a foundation. They dropped it on top. That was not disclosed anywhere, and that should have been disclosed. And then the detached garage that they had, it was actually like a, I don't know, like a big oversized shed with no doors, just hanging open, gravel floor that was like not in good shape. And the roof, I don't know even what kind of material it was, but it had holes all in it. It was like the whole property had a lot of distress. Oh, and we're walking through the property in the house, and half of the carpet is ripped out. And he's like, well, you know, it just didn't look good, so we pulled it out. None of the pictures, they just had a couple of the rooms. They didn't have anything showing where they had pulled all the carpet. And I said, well, are you guys putting that back in? Are you leaving it out? He's like, well, that's negotiable. It's like every time we walked through from one place to the next, we found out like a little bit more details, a little bit more like what was going on with their property. So it's just kind of like, it's kind of frustrating because the way they presented it, and they just put a couple pictures up, made the property look good and sound good. And they really overinflated the condition of the property, and they overinflated the price. It is way, way over market value. So anyway, just keep that in mind if you're going to go out to for sale by owner. And hopefully there are a lot of for sale by owners who will work with a buyer agent. Hopefully they will work with you and your buyer agent, because you really need a professional to come with you and represent you and look at the property with a critical eye, just to make sure that things are represented truthfully as they should be. Anyway, be careful. For sale by owner isn't always as glorious and rosy as it looks.